Good morning, children. How are you? Have you finished your breakfast? Now we are going to learn about the grammar part. Is it clear? In previous classes we have discussed about verbs as well as about the tenses. Here again I am going to revise the topic. I am going to discuss the topic again with you. No need to panic. We'll go after discussing these two topics. We'll go for another one. Now coming to the verbs. Our first topic already I have informed you in our previous classes that our first topic is introduction of verbs. First you should know the verb. What is a verb? Before going to the verb is nothing but it is a part of a speech. Verb is nothing but it is a part of a speech. First you should know what is a speech and what are the parts of speech. Let us explain. Let us discuss in a brief what is speech, what are the parts of speech. Then I will go for the verb. See, we are using few words or few sentences to express our thoughts, to express our ideas, and to communicate with others. We are using few sentences. See, each word in a sentence has been classified into different parts according to their functioning in a sentence. That is called part of speech. Each word of a sentence has been classified according to its functioning in a sentence. Is it clear? Now coming to the speech. In English, speech has been divided into 8 parts. How many parts? 8 parts. Now see children, what are those? Just we will discuss in brief. First one, noun. Already in previous classes, in first class onwards, we are studying that noun is nothing but it is a naming word. You may feel bored, just I am giving the brief explanation. Naming word means the names of persons, places or things. The names of persons, places or things. Next part is pronoun. See children, you already know about the pronoun. Pronoun. If you break the word, you will get the correct definition of the word. Pronoun means the word which is used in place of a noun. Instead of a noun is known as pronoun. Pronoun is nothing but the word which is used instead of a noun is known as pronoun. Pronoun is used instead of a noun. Suppose children, instead of noun. And if we use pronoun, the meaning of the sentence should not be changed. It won't change at all. See the one example. Raju likes tea. He likes coffee. Here, what I have used here, he likes coffee. See children, if you observe the two sentences, it means Raju likes tea as well as coffee also. He means Raju. Here, I am replacing the noun Raju with a he. Our next part of speech is verb. What is that? Verb. And very important. Here, our full first chapter depends upon the verb. Our full first chapter depends upon the verb. Now, let us discuss about the verb. In previous classes, we have learned that verb is nothing but it is a action word. It denotes the actions of the subject. Action words. Okay, in our previous classes we discussed that verb is nothing but it is a action word, and we can explain it as action, the work done by the subject. The work done by the subject, that particular work is denoted by verb. Now we will go into the depth of this topic, verb. These are the 3, remaining 5. One is adjective. Children, adjective means nothing. It tells us about the noun. It tells us about the qualities of a noun or a pronoun. Suppose this is a duster. How it looks? It's yellow and white in color. yellow and white in color, and it is short. Short means, see children, the qualities which explains about the noun are known as adjective. Adjective is nothing but it explains the noun. Next, another part, Nana, adverb. What do you mean by adverb? Adverb. Adverb means the word which adds something to a verb is known as adverb. The word which adds something to a noun is known as adverb. What is that something? Verb means work. And if we add something to the verb, suppose she runs fast. She runs fast. Here, fast. How she is running? She is running fast means the words which denote how the work is done, when the work is done, where the work is done are denoted by adverbs. Is it clear? Next, Nana, preposition. Preposition. What do you mean by preposition? Pre means before. Position means noun or a pronoun. So we can explain that the words which are used before a noun or a pronoun are known as prepositions. Brief explanation. Next, Nana, conjunctions. Conjunctions. What do you mean by conjunction? Junction means the meeting point. See, if you split each and every word, you will get the definition for the word. Here, junction means the meeting point. Means if we join two words or two sentences through a word, by a word, that particular word is known as conjunction. Is it clear? Suppose here, before I have two sentences. Raju likes coffee, Raju likes tea. I can join those two sentences. Raju likes coffee and tea. So I have joined the two sentences with and. So and is known as conjunction. We can define conjunction as a word which is used to join two words or two sentences. Next one, Nana, interjection. Our last part, interjection. Interjection. Okay, interjections are the words which are used to express sudden feelings. The words which are used to express sudden feelings. You may ask, what are the sudden feelings, ma'am? Sudden feelings means, suppose I am not expecting first rank in my exams, but because of my hard work, I got a first rank, or hard work or a luck. Luck won't happen if you won't do hard work. Hard work is only the key of success. Suppose I got first rank in the exams without expecting it. Something happens without expecting the situation. Such type of emotions, such type of feelings are known as sudden feelings. And few words are uttered by us or spoken by us when we face such type of sudden feelings. Suppose, wow, I got first rank. Hooray, I won the match. Hooray. H-U-R-R-A-H. Hooray, wow, alas. Okay, such type of all words are known as interjection. Means nothing but the words which are used to denote the sudden feelings. Now this is all about the parts of speech. Now in these parts of speech we are going to learn about verb today. Okay, just I have given you the brief explanation. Already we have learned in our previous classes, but today we are going to learn more about the verb. What is a verb? So children, today we are going to learn more about the verb. What is a verb? Now how can you explain a verb till now? Till now what we said, verb is nothing but action words. Verb is nothing but they are known as the action words. But What is that? It is a word. It is, see children, it is a word which expresses action, position and possession. It is a word which expresses action, position or possession of a noun or a pronoun. Position or possession of a noun or a pronoun. Okay, this pronoun. Now if you observe the definition, two terms has been added to you. Position and the possession. First we have to be clear with the position and possession differentiation. Till now what we have learnt, only the action words are known as the words. But in our 5th standard we have added 2 more terms. Position and possession. Let us have a look. What is the position? What is the possession with the examples? Today just I will explain the definition and the parts of the verb. Into how many parts we can divide. Now see children, 3 terms we included in the definition. One is action, another is position, another is possession. Okay? These are the 3 terms which I have added in the definition. I will give you the explanation with the example children. Suppose she plays hockey. What we can say children here, verb. What is the work done by the subject here, plays? So it is known as action. It is known as action. Okay. Now he is hungry. He is hungry. Now this is known as the position of the he. How the position of the he, how the he was in. He is in which condition? The subject is in which condition? Explains us by is and hungry. Next children, possession. What is possession? Possession is nothing but to having, to own something. He has a car. Has a car. Here, has denotes the ownership of the car. Here he is having a car. So here we have the clear clarification of the definition of the verb. What is a verb? The words which tells us about the action, position and possession of a noun or a pronoun is known as verb. So till now what we have learned, what is our verb? Action words are known as verbs. But here we have learned that not only the action but also the position, possession are also known as the verb. Is it clear? Now just I will give you the brief explanation of how many parts we can divide a verb. Here I will divide the verb into 2 parts. One is main verb, another is auxiliary verbs. See children, into 2 parts I have divided a verb. Now we are going to learn what are the main verbs and what are the auxiliary verbs. Tomorrow I will continue the class with the main verbs and the auxiliary verbs. Have a nice day all of you.